What's good, YouTube? It's your man Rage King back with another one. Yes, another upload to the channel. And before we get started, I ask if you'll please go down there and hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that share button, hit that bell for notifications if you're new. Welcome to Rage Rants TV. This is how we do Rage and Rebels. Crown up. And if you're new to the crew, welcome to the Rage and Rebel Revolution. Now let's vibe, and y'all, in today's video, I'm going to be discussing a little bit of this is a bit of a fantasy of mine. Don't get me wrong, but just bear with me for a second. Today's video, I want to discuss the possibility of Odell Beckham Jr. coming to the Houston Texans. Let's speak on it. Now, I know a lot of people hear that name OBJ and think, oh, Rage King, you crazy. Rage King, you tripping. You need to stop. You need to get out that little fantasy world you like to put in when it comes to Texas. But just hear me out. Just hear me out. Here's why I think OBJ would be somebody that the Houston Texans should try to target. For one, Texans ain't got no damn wide receivers, okay? No disrespect to Brandon Cooks, Kiki Qt, any of those guys. But, guys, we need people to catch the ball. We don't have D-Hop or Will Fuller anymore. Can you believe that? We have neither one of those guys anymore. Who do we have to throw the ball? Brandon Cooks? He's not. Jordan Akins? Yeah, and that's no disrespect to him. That's no disrespect to these guys at all because they put their lives on the line. They're talented individuals. But compare them to OBJ, it's no contest. You understand what I'm saying? OBJ is a top five, if not top 10 receiver in the league. Now I know I hear a lot of people in the comments saying, well, OBJ's coming off a ACL injury. He's coming to that. Here's even why I think it's even a better idea. If we get OBJ and he is coming back off of injury, guess what, guys? Next season, we're tanking. Next season, we're very well going to be tanking. We're not going to be good next year anyway. So why rush him back? From what it's looking like, though I hate it's probably going to happen, but it's a very real possibility, Deshaun Watson is probably going to miss some games this year. He's very well going to be suspended this year. For how long? I don't know, but that's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. We may not even have Deshaun for a part of the season, if not the entire season next year, if these allegations keep piling up. If you have to see any proof, but it is what it is. Perception is reality. Perception is reality. If he's guilty, do what you got to do. But whether he's guilty or not, settlement or not, it looks like we might even not have Deshaun Watson this next season. So why rush OBJ back? You give him that extra year to get healthy and get right. And who knows? We got Deshaun Watson and OBJ. Not only do you got a top receiver to throw him to, but he's coming back healthy. He's got that extra season to not take wear and tear on his body. And we got Deshaun Watson and OBJ coming back for a comeback season to shut everybody the hell up. And we all know both them boys can ball. Now put them on the same team. Clearly, it's not working out in Cleveland. They feel like they're a better football team without OBJ. They on the field, they look like they play better on offense without OBJ. That's no fault of his own. It's just, it seems to me that the Cleveland Browns on offense had so much talent that OBJ doesn't have room to shine. Here on the Texans, OBJ will have all the room to shine, especially at the wide receiver position, because we simply don't have any. We don't have any that are very respectable. I mean, Brandon Cooks is respectable. Kiki Qt, when he's healthy, is respectable. But those guys ain't no damn OBJ. They're not Odell Beckham Jr. I know it's probably going to cost, he's got a big contract, you understand what I'm saying? But with him coming off of injury and with the Browns looking like, hey, we can probably do better without him, we can probably get him for a steal, y'all. They're not gonna, especially coming off of ACL injury, they're not going to get 2 first-round picks for him, the same that they spent to get him. You understand what I'm saying? So at this point, with OBJ coming off an coming off an ACL injury, and the Browns seeming like they just ready to move on from him, they feel like they're better without. We can get him for a steal, y'all. We can get him for a third and maybe a fourth or a fifth. You understand what I'm saying? And maybe a second next year or something. We could get him for a cheaper price. You understand? And know we have a proven player and give him the extra year to get healthy. Because you say what you want to. Next season, the Texans are not going to be in the playoffs. The Texans are not going to be good. The Texans are built to tank next season. And to be honest with you, that would be the best case scenario. Whole nother video for a whole nother day. But to be honest with you, though, Deshaun Watson, if he is proven guilty of what he's done, but we all know perception is reality. And I hate it. I hate to word it like this and hate to say it like this, but it's got to be looked at. Deshaun Watson being suspended next season, say he is suspended for the entire season next season, is possibly the best case scenario for the Texans. Because 1, you don't have to trade him. 2, you're tanking because you're not going to win without him. And 3, that just puts us in a better draft position for the 2022 season. You see what I'm saying? And if you already have a guy like Odell Beckham Jr. already at the helm, getting healthy and getting ready to go for next season, you get him and Deshaun cool, plug him into that offense, you got something. You understand what I'm saying? And then you just draft along the way, you got something. That you can rebuild like that. You can rebuild like that. Hell, I would even throw out another name that y'all could possibly go look at. Antonio Brown. Both those guys are available. Now, I understand there are a lot of character issues. I understand contract situations with Odell Beckham Jr. I understand that, but just hear me out. If you could get this situation with Deshaun Watson figured out, right? And you find some way to get Odell Beckham Jr. and you can sign Antonio Brown, who at this point we all agree is just looking for another opportunity in the NFL because I think now he's realized how much he screwed up. You understand what I'm saying? I think now he realizes how much he screwed up. That's yet to be seen. But from what I've seen, since he's been back in the NFL, I haven't heard anything bad about him. He ain't been in the news for anything bad. So I'm glad that the brother's got his life together. You understand what I'm saying? I really am. All the more reason why I think if you give him a dominant quarterback that can play, especially, well, not this upcoming season, but the season after, if you get him the pieces around him to move, the pieces around him to play, then the Texans will be fine. You'll have somebody to throw the ball to, you have a dynamic wide receiver, and you can draft and plug in pieces along the way. But that's just my opinion. Y'all let me know in the comment section what you think about the possibility of OBJ coming to Houston, possibly with Antonio Brown. But that's going to be the end of my video for today, man. I hope y'all enjoyed. It's been a pleasure making it for y'all. My name is Rage King. I am out, and I'll be back later on with more videos, more commentary, more good content. Now, hashtag that enough said. See y'all next time.